Hello and welcome to Studio A. I'm Melissa Pierce. Joining me today are Reed Graff, Drew Ski, Hunter Butner, and Katie Carver. We have stories on efforts to keep the Texas State campus safe for women, renovations causing a disruption at Alkek Library, and Texas State students who solve a problem for South by Southwest. We'll have those stories and more right after this. Female students at Texas State are concerned after a woman was sexually assaulted earlier this semester. The suspect was released on bail the next day. A man sexually assaulted a woman near the Texas State campus in late February. The suspect was arrested and released on bail the next day. This raises concerns for some students on how secure the university actually is. For female students, the event is another reminder of the precaution they have to take in everyday life.
It's really unsettling because it's just like he wasn't in jail for a long time. Like as soon as he got in, he paid his bail and he was back out, and it's just like in that time he's out, he could assault another person, and it's just kind of scary.
For certain female students, these events not only cause worry but also impact their daily activities.
Yeah, I'm a runner, so I want to run around here, but and during the night too and stuff, but it's just not safe. I mean, I've had cars pull up and follow me and stuff, and I wish it was just safer for me to just do what I want to do.
Among other resources like Bobcat Bobbies, the university police also offer a free defense class to students called Krav Maga that helps prepare in the case of an attack.
It's a hit first, hit hard, hit fast, and get away. We're teaching you how to attack. If they violate your space, you think they're going to attack you, hit them hard and get out. It's not really just a defensive program. It's an offensive program also.
Texas State has a safety app called Rave Guardian that allows students to alert emergency contacts and campus police in case of an emergency. For Studio A, I'm Alyssa Pierce.
Alyssa, how can people who want to take precautions sign up for these self-defense classes through the school?
So they have on the UPD website, they're actually the ones that host the Krav Maga classes. You can go to the UPD Texas State website and sign up there. And then they also have the Rave Guardian app that you can download on the App Store. The Texas State campus is no stranger to lengthy construction projects, but few disrupt students as much as the reconstruction at Alkek Library. Sam McCarthy checked in on construction progress and how it affects people.
The construction at Alkek Library has been going on for months and doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. The massive renovation project has affected everyone and shows no signs of stopping. Two of the floors hit the hardest are the third and fourth floor, with the fourth housing the Student Learning and Assistance Center, better known as SLAC Lab. A tutoring center, SLAC is supposed to be a place for students to study and get help, but supplemental instructors like Ryan Tarney, who work for SLAC, say the noise can cause issues. Ryan lucked out, and the cacophony of construction has occurred during his slower periods of tutoring, but he still says it's a problem.
Definitely, if there were students, then they would have not liked it. It would have been tough for me to communicate with the students.
Others, such as fellow SI leader Genesis Downing Chocolat, don't have a problem with the noise, but rather take issue with where the renovation is.
As far as I know, they're only expanding a few floors, and it's not even that big of an expansion. I think it would have been better if we put that money somewhere else, maybe to actually fixing up a dorm.
Either way, construction doesn't seem to be reaching a conclusion, with signage everywhere. Within the last week, the bathrooms on the fourth floor opened for the first time in months. If you're looking for a place to study in peace, you might still need to look elsewhere. For Studio A, I'm Sam McCarthy.
So have any of you guys had issues with the construction?
I actually used to love studying on the fourth floor, but now there's never any tables. And it seems like everybody knows about the secret bathroom now, so it's never clean anymore.
Nice.
A couple of years ago, South by Southwest had a problem. The Big Tech Film and Music Festival got so big, its organizers couldn't keep up with it. The solution? Partner with the School of Journalism and Mass Communication at Texas State. Jacarius Stanley has more on the story.
South by Southwest is a convention that began in 1967 that is composed of film, interactive media, and music festivals. This year, the Mass Communication Department composed a street team of Texas State University students who helped capture content during the event.
The problem was that South by Southwest is so busy during the actual conference that they often find out about things that are happening at their own conference weeks after the fact. And so the solution we came up with was this kind of street team of students from Texas State and the School of Journalism and Mass Communication who are the eyes and ears of South by Southwest.
Texas State University has a program that allows only graduate students to attend South by Southwest, which is called the South by Texas State Team. The success of the graduate program led to the creation of the South by Southwest Street Team, which allows undergraduate students to learn new things and experience South by Southwest in a unique way.
There's just so much going on. There's so many different kinds of people and things that you wouldn't have even thought of in terms of like technology and entertainment, and it's all in one place, so everyone's getting exposed to new and different things, and that's really exciting.
This is the third year the street team has been in operation, and it continues to grow each year. The South by Southwest representatives are pleased with the students' work, and the students are thankful for the opportunity.
South by has been a lot of fun, and I think the biggest thing I've got out of it is just learning about different people, meeting new people, and that's been really cool.
This was my second year attending South by Southwest, and I plan to do it all again next year.
For Studio A, I'm Shakari Stanley.
So has anyone ever been to South by Southwest?
Well, I actually went 3 years ago, but it's just been too expensive in the recent years. Maybe if I get into grad school, I could probably join Dale's graduate team.
Maybe.
Coming up on Studio A, we'll have a high-tech segment. Binge watching is now the way of the world, and so is listening to your media on those goofy-looking AirPods. We'll take a look right after this.
Did you know the first highway ever adopted was here in Texas? That's right. In 1985, a 2-mile stretch of highway was adopted by a volunteer service club. Today, it is a movement that involves nearly 90,000 groups in 49 states, as well as Puerto Rico, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. Texas is experiencing a surge of growth, and more people means more litter, which means a need for more volunteers. It is our civic duty as Texans to keep our state beautiful. So why not adopt a highway? Upon volunteering, your organization will be assigned a 2-mile stretch of highway to be cleaned up 4 times per year. Adopt a Highway will provide your group with training, litter bags, and safety vests to ensure a successful cleanup. Your organization will get a sign with its name on it, posted proudly along the highway. So let's get together and continue our Texas tradition. For more information, go to texdot.com or call 512-486-5912.
The era of Netflix and chill has brought on a new way to watch TV. People are more likely to binge. Erica Sanders reports.
Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, Scandal, Orange is the New Black. I need it all now. New studies suggest that our binge-watching viewing habits may be reflective of our mental health. The study published by the American Public Health Association found that binge-watching has strong links to increased depression and anxiety. Researchers found that people who lacked self-control were more likely to binge-watch TV. It also found the more lonely and depressed people were, the more likely they were to binge-watch.
I think it preoccupies a lot of time that could be spent doing other things, but at the same time, I don't think a lot of millennials and people that use Netflix watch TV on a regular basis.
The research was inspired by the fact that binge drinking and binge eating are linked to depression and loneliness. Consumers can now watch their favorite shows across different platforms, such as computers, laptops, and mobile phones, uninterrupted for a long time span.
While researchers say that TV in small doses is usually good for the consumer, you should try out different activities before you hit that next episode button. For Studio A, I'm Erica Sanders.
So Katie, what are you binge watching right now?
Right now, I've been binge watching Game of Thrones before the new season comes out on April 14th, and it's so good.
I don't think you're the only one.
Another way media consumption is evolving affects listening. Apple's new wireless device is gaining popularity with the students more and more each day. They are beginning to appear everywhere, as Drew Ski reports.
That's right, Alyssa, and in fact, it's becoming quite the epidemic.
Texas State University, and what do you see? Students, hills and steps to climb, and many of these bikes. But this spring semester, something else has taken over this campus. AirPods, and they're everywhere. AirPods are a way to listen to your music without the annoying wires or the huge set grabbing onto your head. They use Bluetooth, so you can just pop them in and go. But like multiple Apple products, they have quite the price tag.
Everyone I know who has AirPods got them as a gift. So, personally, I wouldn't pay $160 for it.
After this past holiday season, more people just seem to be a part of the AirPod wave. In fact, they also provide other forms of entertainment for some people besides the music.
Well, on Twitter, I normally see a lot of people that like to Photoshop AirPods onto themselves and pictures of celebrities. And also some people like to cut off the wires and make it look like they have AirPods themselves. I think that's pretty funny.
Who doesn't enjoy a good meme? The bookstore actually has a separate section where they sell Apple products, including AirPods. Any student can come in and purchase a pair at the LBJ.
Don't forget to go to your Texas State bookstore to pick up some AirPods. And for Studio A, I'm Drew Ski.
So Drew, when are you gonna buy me a pair of AirPods?
Well, actually, Hunter, I was thinking about it and I got you a pair. Here you go, buddy.
No way, thanks.
No problem.
Next, we'll have a sports segment of sorts. Texas State has a baseball team to be proud of, and it owes its success to a special coach. And an old sport is getting new legs in San Marcos. Stick around.
In the United States alone, there are approximately 7.6 million pets a year that enter a local animal shelter. Of that number, only about 2.7 million animals actually leave the system. This is Stella. She's one of the lucky ones. She is a 1-year-old Golden Retriever Border Collie mix. She enjoys long walks on the San Marcos trails, hanging out with friends, prancing through the grass, and being a loyal companion to her owner. However, she wasn't always this happy. She was found outside, abandoned, and left all alone. But thanks to the San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter, Stella was given another chance to find a new home, where she could be loved, cared for, and happy. Every dog deserves a home. Create your own story and change the life of not only an animal, but yours as well. For more information, you can call the shelter at 512-805-2650 or visit them in person at 750 River Road in San Marcos, Texas.
It's baseball time again in San Marcos, and the Texas State baseball team is already well into the 2019 season. But for head coach Ty Harrington, this season is special. Reed Graff has the story.
Alyssa, Harrington has been at Texas State since before the name change and has led the baseball program through a lot.
Over the past 20 years, the Texas State baseball program has seen its fair share of change. New jerseys, new facilities, and even a new field. One constant throughout all that change is head coach Ty Harrington. The 2019 season is Harrington's 20th at Texas State. He says there is something special about San Marcos that makes it feel like home.
I had friends, high school friends that went to school down here. I would come down here to visit them, and I always just felt super comfortable here too, and loved Austin too. So there was a commute of friendships, and I always just felt really comfortable. And there's an aura of you get to be who you want to be here, and I think that's important in anybody's life.
Harrington arrived at Texas State having no prior head coaching experience at the Division I level. Since his arrival, he has led the program to 3 NCAA tournament berths, has produced 49 MLB draft picks, and has racked up over 500 career victories, a feat no other baseball coach had done at Texas State. Despite all this success, Harrington refuses to become complacent.
There's been a lot of things that have grown that I'm certainly excited and proud to have been a part of, that have been championships, but I think more times than not for coaches, it's often what you haven't accomplished yet or what you are still striving for. And
with all the renovations and recent success of Texas State baseball, the future is bright for the program. Harrington sees nothing but growth in the future for Texas State baseball.
And the future, this place is going to continue to grow. It is. I mean, I believe it. When it's coming, I'm not sure. I do believe Omaha is in the future of this university and this baseball program. I do believe that we're putting pieces together every day that this place is becoming even that much more special. And
as of April 4th, the 2019 Bobcats are 19-10 and are in the middle of another solid season. And with Harrington at the helm, it seems anything is possible. For Studio A, I'm Reed Graff.
So Reed, what are your thoughts on Harrington and the team this year?
Well, they got a pretty solid squad. They got a lot of pitchers back this year, so they got a lot of depth there, but they've had to kind of retool their lineup. But they've done pretty good so far.
Ah, neat.
Well, this sport is very different from baseball. It's nowhere near as well known, but it's been around for more than 80 years, and it's enjoying a rebirth right here in San Marcos. It's roller derby. Jessica Calderon reports.
After few attempts of creating a league in San Marcos in the past, the River Rollers have successfully established their team and grown the derby community in San Marcos.
I think at one point they tried to bring roller derby to San Marcos and it just didn't work for whatever reason. But I think it's just a whole bunch of strong-willed people that got together this time, had experience to back it up from other leagues, and I think the massive support of the community too really helped it stuck.
The rough sport has created a strong sense of family among a group of women from all backgrounds who now say will be friends for years to come.
Really just love all these beautiful ladies. I've made so many friends. Now I have nothing but like sisters, like true family.
Derby is a rough, intense contact sport that may look discouraging, but the River Rollers welcome anyone interested in joining with or without experience.
Even if you can't stand in skates, you can do it. I've seen some of these skaters that are out here right now, the one that you spoke to earlier, Cherry, she went from barely being able to stand in skates to this amazing roller derby athlete, Amazon goddess, mermaid.
Anyone interested in joining the team can contact the River Rollers at smriverrollersinfo@gmail.com or visit their Facebook page. For Studio A, I'm Jessica Calderon.
So Alyssa, what would your roller derby name be?
Okay, well, originally I wanted to go with something more soft, but I feel like I need to go a little bit more vicious. So my friend Drew Ski helped me, and we came up with Snowpiercer, because my last name is Pierce, and I'm as white as snow. So I feel like that goes pretty well. Well, that's our show. For our reporters, Reed Graff, Drew Ski, Hunter Butner, and Katie Carver, I'm Snowpiercer. We'll be back in 3 weeks with another edition of Studio A. Please join us then.